Imagine waking up and seeing your Social Security check suddenly jump by an extra $200 every single month. Just think for a moment. What would that change for you? Would it help with groceries, maybe medicines, or maybe it would finally give you a little breathing room after years of rising prices? Now here's the surprising part. This isn't just a rumor. Lawmakers in Washington are pushing a new proposal that could add this extra amount starting in 2026, but the truth behind it is far more complicated than most people realize. And if you rely on Social Security, what I'm about to share could directly impact your wallet. Welcome back to SSA Senior Insight. I'm truly glad that you're here because today's update affects millions of retirees, people with disabilities, veterans, and anyone living on a fixed income. And before we go deeper, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the like button. Your support helps us reach more seniors who need clear, simple, and real information. And trust me, today's news is something every Social Security recipient deserves to understand. Also, feel free to share this video and drop a comment below. Your voice matters, and your experience may help someone else watching. Now, let's get to the heart of this. There's a new proposal in Congress being talked about everywhere. It would temporarily increase Social Security benefits by $200 per month starting in January 2026. But there's something almost nobody is explaining clearly. This $200 is not part of the normal COLA increase. It is a separate emergency boost and only for a limited time. And yes, this has caused a lot of confusion because people keep mixing both increases together. So let's clear everything up so you know exactly what's real, what's not, and what you should be expecting. First, your regular cost of living adjustment for 2026 is already confirmed. The official increase is 2.8%. That equals around $56 extra per month for the average retiree. That part is guaranteed and locked in because the Social Security Administration already announced it. But $56 doesn't go very far today. Prices are still high, and a lot of seniors feel like their checks get swallowed up before they even see the money. That's exactly why some lawmakers introduced a new bill called the Emergency Inflation Relief Act. If this passes, it would add an extra $200 on top of your regular increase. That means instead of $56 extra, you would see around $256 added to your check each month. For many people, that would be the biggest temporary boost they've ever received. But, and this is a big but, this boost would only last for 6 months. Just 6 payments from January through July 2026. After that, your check goes back to the normal amount. This is not a lifetime increase. It is not permanent. It is more like short-term emergency support to help people deal with high prices that have been draining budgets for years now. Now let's talk about who qualifies because this part is important. Anyone receiving Social Security retirement benefits qualifies. Anyone receiving Social Security disability insurance qualifies. Anyone getting supplemental security income qualifies. Rail workers receiving federal railroad retirement benefits also qualify. And here's something many people miss. Veterans receiving disability compensation or pension benefits would be included too. So this bill is written to include nearly everyone living on federal fixed income programs. But here's the part you absolutely must understand. This is still only a proposal. It is not law. You cannot budget this money yet. You cannot rely on it. Congress would need to debate it, vote on it, pass it in both the House and Senate, and then it must be signed by the president before anything becomes real. And even though many people strongly support the idea, the political situation in Congress right now makes every spending proposal difficult. Some lawmakers argue that Social Security needs long-term reform, not temporary boosts. Others say that rising costs have hit seniors too hard and fast, and they deserve immediate relief. So the debate will continue and nothing is guaranteed. Now, let's shift from Congress to something that affects your check no matter what happens. Medicare premiums. And this is where people often get frustrated, because even though you're getting a $56 COLA increase, Medicare Part B premiums for 2026 are also going up by around $18 per month. That means more than 30% of your cost of living adjustment disappears immediately. You only keep part of your raise, and many people don't even realize where their money went. This is one of the biggest reasons the $200 is being pushed, because Medicare premiums, Prescription prices, rent, groceries, and utilities keep rising faster than Social Security benefits. For many people, it feels like every year the gap gets wider, and lawmakers know that if something doesn't change soon, millions of seniors may end up in even more financial hardship. Something else that rarely gets explained is this. If the $200 does become law, it will not count as extra income for programs like SNAP, Medicaid, or housing assistance. That means you won't lose benefits just because of this temporary boost. They specifically wrote the proposal this way because they didn't want people to get help in one place but lose help somewhere else. That would defeat the entire purpose. Now you might be wondering, what should I do right now? Here is the honest answer. You should not make any big financial decisions based on money that might not happen. Don't buy something expensive. Don't take on new debt. Don't assume this boost is coming. Instead, plan your 2026 budget based only on confirmed information. Your COLA increase and your Medicare premiums. That part is real. Everything else is still uncertain. But that doesn't mean you should sit and wait. This is the perfect time to review your budget, look at programs you might qualify for, and see where you can get additional support if needed. Many people don't know about things like Medicare savings programs, the Extra Help program for prescription drugs, utility bill discount programs, or local meal assistance programs. These programs exist in almost every state, but many seniors never apply simply because they don't know they qualify. Your local area agency on aging can help you find these programs and apply for them. It's completely free, and even small amounts of help, like discounts on utilities or prescription copays, can make a big difference when you're living on a fixed income. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. If this $200 increase is approved, the average retiree currently receiving around $2,015 a month would first see their benefit rise to about $2,071 from the COLA. Then the additional $200 would be added on top, bringing the total to roughly $2,271 for 6 months. That's a temporary increase of about $256 per month. Over 6 months, that adds up to a total benefit boost of around $1,200. For many seniors, that could mean having enough food without cutting meals, being able to afford the right medications instead of skipping doses, paying rising electricity bills without stress, or finally having a little bit of financial breathing room. But after July 2026, the temporary support ends. Your check goes back down. That's why planning now is important. You never want to live month to month based on temporary boosts. Always focus on the guaranteed part of your benefit. Before we wrap up, I want to ask you something important. Has your Social Security check been keeping up with your expenses? Are you struggling more than before? Or do you feel like the system needs to change? Leave a comment below. Your experiences matter. They help raise awareness and show lawmakers what real people are going through. And if you found this update helpful, please subscribe to SSA Senior Insight. It only takes a second, and it helps this community grow so we can continue bringing clear information to millions of seniors who deserve real answers, not confusion. Make sure to share this video with friends or family who receive Social Security. They deserve to know the truth about what's being discussed in Washington. Thank you for watching today. Stay informed, stay prepared, and as always, take good care of yourself. More updates are coming soon, and I'll be here to walk you through every change that affects your benefits. Until next time.